Hello, my friendly nerds. This is the Last Nerds on Earth podcast. I'm your host this week, Andrew. I play Carly, the Fire Genasi sorcerer that has suffered from way too many head injuries in this campaign. I have a few shoutouts. First off, I would like to thank our current patrons, Oh Yeah, Miner17, Mick D, and Gamer Mom Luna. Thank you so much for your support. We have also been in contact with many different people from the nerd community. It's actually pretty overwhelming how many amazing nerds there are out there. So every week we are going to share a few of them with you. Fate's Grip is a group of friends in Australia that play D&D and record it for the benefit of all of us. They are super cool nerds and very nice people. They stream on their Twitch channel weekly. Go check out these awesome nerds on Twitter at Fate's Grip. There you will find a link to their Twitch stream. Next up is GM Sprinkles. He is also from Australia and loves Dungeons & Dragons and all things nerdy. His YouTube channel has very cool videos about D&D, including how to write a campaign and creating good characters. We came across this cool nerd on Twitter when we had a Twitter smackdown battle to a predetermined number of followers. Want to see who won? Check out GM Sprinkles on Twitter at SprinksDM. Last but not least, the Ironbound Chest. This is a podcast that brings nerds from the D&D and TTRPG community together to talk about their craft. You not only get to learn new things, you get to know a variety of different nerds with different experiences and backgrounds. You can find Ironbound Chest on Twitter at IronboundChest. There you'll find a link to all their social media and podcast. Check out all of these wonderful nerds. This next episode was super fun and has a big reveal in the campaign. Last time you joined us, our heroes turned thieves, infiltrated the Baron's mansion. Aligrax ripped a safe out of the wall. They finally made it to safety with the help of a gullible guard named Tim. They found an evil blood-red crystal in the safe. What is the crystal, and how dangerous is it? Find out right now.
So you guys wake up. The sun sort of peeks in, but it's, you guys are facing the north and sunrise on the east, so it's not really like blinding y'all, but you guys do awaken. Carly and Oliver, you wake up and Carly is lying on the floor, sort of coming to consciousness as well. Rain and Aligrax, you guys are waking up, and there is a safe in the middle of your room, just to remind you.
Yeah, we should probably do something about that.
Stick it in room 206.
Did we just drop it out the window?
Hey buddy, you feel a little better? You were pretty rough last night.
Yeah, I'm feeling much better, thank you.
You almost died, man. But we murdered that guy. Right in front of our faces. That was pretty brutal.
Yeah, and he knew who I was, so I'm glad that he's not around anymore, because that's one loose end that I wouldn't want. Well, I suppose we should join the others.
Yeah. Let's go see what they're doing. Oh, and by the way, that the guy downstairs, he saw me come up alone, so I should probably go down alone eventually.
Yeah, he wasn't too fond of us at first.
Oh no, you're awesome. What happened?
Well, Aligrax dropped the safe, and he saw it, and he knew Aligrax was there, but yeah, it was very, very awkward, but Rain sort of paid him off.
We need to not be here.
We need to not be here. And B, we need to figure out what to do with the giant safe in the hotel room.
All right, well, let's throw that out the window or something and go get some food. I heard this key turns into some food. I'm pretty excited.
You're like, fuck all that. Let's get breakfast.
So what do you guys do?
I actually need to stop back by the Adventurers Guild to pick up my stuff that I left in my room there.
Okay.
Just remember we had rooms at the guild, and I didn't bring all of my equipment in because I went in as a waiter.
Right.
You don't keep your stuff in your hair, man?
I don't have magical storage capacity.
Yeah, Andrew, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. We need to discuss limitations of how much your hair can carry.
I carry some rations and then a few little things here and there. Okay.
No, I know, but you also have a crowbar, staff of rejuvenation, thieves' tools, a water skin, all up in your hair. And
No. That stuff is strapped to me at all times.
He has a very small portal to the ethereal plane.
My equipment is strapped to me.
His hair is actually a bag of holding.
I really want to make that happen. I want a spell to make my hair a bag of holding. That is my goal.
Hair of holding.
Why don't you just put a bag of holding in your hair?
Because we don't have a bag of holding.
Unless you want to just give me one.
Well, I mean, you can buy one.
Well, I'm probably going to buy a bag of holding and put it in my hair.
Okay.
I have a lot of gold right now.
For now.
We robbed the Baron.
Yeah, we're balling right now, so.
So you guys headed back towards the Adventurers Guild?
I'm going to go eat breakfast and try to scope out for Willis. So I guess I'll go downstairs alone after I talk to the guys.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
same.
probably best if we leave separately. Since we came in separately, we don't want to raise any eyebrows or anything.
Okay.
So we'll just no dialogue needed. I go downstairs, banter with the orc, wink at him, give him my key, get some breakfast, hang around looking for Willis.
Okay. As you head down the stairs, you do see Willis sitting at one of the tables, and he is reading a book, and he is munching on what looks to be eggs and some sort of meat.
All right, I'm gonna come up to him, sit down at his table with my food. Hey Willis.
Oh, excuse me. Carly, hey, good to see you. What are you doing over here? I thought you were off with the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, I am. You told me you'd be here, and
yeah, absolutely.
I wanted to talk to you. We got a pretty important mission. We heard that some bad people, and I want to make sure nobody overhears me. Some bad people are looking for this thing. It's like this blood red diamond, and it's evil, and it came from the Great Glacier. And I was wondering if you heard anything about that.
An evil diamond? No, not.
Well, crystal, I guess, because that's what the DM says. That's the title of the.
That's the whole fucking thing. No, not off the top of my head. Where did you say you found it?
Oh, I didn't find it. I hear that the bad people are looking for it, and we're trying to find it first, but we don't know where it is.
Roll a deception check.
I don't like lying to him, but I have to. 17.
17. Okay. Okay. Well, no, I haven't in particularly heard of anything, evil blood red crystal before. Is this a religious artifact? Is that why you were looking for me? Or is it like, can you describe it a little bit more? Like, what's it do and who's looking for it?
Well, I don't know what it does, and I don't know if it's religious, but I heard it's evil, so I thought maybe in your training you would know about it.
Well, I haven't come across anything quite like that before. No, I mean, I've really only been a cleric for about 4 or 5 years now, but no, you might want to try somebody else, but I haven't heard of anything like that before. No.
All right, well, we'll forget about that. I always want to catch up with a friend anyway. I've been talking to Seiloon. She hasn't really talked to me yet. I've been kind of acting like she does, but she doesn't. But I'm still trying.
Okay,
I'm doing what you told me.
Yeah, keep at it. Absolutely. Have you figured out your own personal ritual?
What? You did tell me about my own you told me your personal rituals.
Oh, sure.
Do I have my own?
Well, if you want to, yeah. I'm not entirely sure if Seiloon has a particular ritual that her acolytes go through. I mean, that is more of a, if you were like more on the cleric side. then you might have your own personal ritual that you go through to, contact or show respect to the gods there. Like with my god Lathander, what I do is I light just a solitary candle in the room, and then I sit down in front of it, and I place my hands on my laps, and I lower my head and close my eyes, and I meditate on the things I've seen, the things I want to see, and every once in a while he'll speak to me and sort of guide me in his own way. And that's just my ritual. You don't need to sacrifice a goat every time you want to, say hey or anything like that. But it's entirely up to you.
Oh, well, I got an idea. I think I'll give it a go tonight. Maybe see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. The gods ringers are no, they don't have phones in this world. Do they? Well, the gods' ears are always open.
It's your world, Jack.
It's my world. They've got telephones.
Cell phones, man.
They literally, everybody just has a chip in their brain where they can just call people. Beep, boop, boop.
Dude, Saloon just sent me a text, man.
That's
She's
crazy.
psyched for the night, man.
She's like, LOL, saw what you did, lol. Keep it up, lol.
You see Saloon's latest tweet? It's like...
I don't know if she's pissed or happy or what. Weird.
Which two gods just got through a divorce? Find out here. But yeah, Carly, keep shooting them up, and eventually she'll probably talk to you.
Oh, well, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, thanks for that. I definitely know what I'm going to try out tonight. Maybe she'll talk back. I kind of want to talk to her.
Well, she
I
might.
feel some things sometimes, but maybe she'll talk back. We'll see.
We shall see. Did you have any other questions, or did you just sort of want to hang out for a little bit?
Oh, I just want to catch up. Have you made any progress with your mission? With your life's mission right now?
Well, I haven't really had time. Once you get into a town, you're supposed to go to the Temple of Lathander and sort of do, pay your own respects. And so over the past few days, I've been a little busy with that. But hopefully in the future, I can really start to dig into, finding that family.
Well, I hope you do. And I do want to talk to you, so I'll probably send you some letters to the Adventurers Guild here. If I have to leave town, which I probably do pretty soon, because I always got some missions, so I want to keep in touch.
Okay, well, there's a post office you can send them to, if that's easy. I mean, I'm not usually stopping by the Adventurers Guild too often, but I do stop by the post every once in a while just to see. It's usually just spam.
You're a pretty smart fella, or fart smeller,
Always the funny one, Carly. I do like you.
Oh, I like you too. Yeah, you saved my buddy. You're pretty cool.
Yeah, I do what I can.
All right, well, we chat for a while.
Yeah, talk for a little bit longer, and then the other three of you, I assume, are going to come down the staircase.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with the safe?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think we decided on that. I say we just leave it at room 206.
Throw it out the window, man. The guy already saw the safe.
He already saw it, I suppose there's no harm in leaving with it. But
true.
we do still need to do something with it after that.
I'll throw it in the river.
Yeah, river, alley, dumpster, something. I don't know.
See if we can sell it to some guy on the street.
Well, I don't really want to advertise that I have Barring Wellington's safe, but yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm always up for making some extra gold.
We'll try to find something. I guess I'll just carry the safe out. That's such a bad
to carry an open safe through. Okay, there's nobody else in the inn other than Willis and Carly. And then up at the desk, there is the innkeeper there, and he's awake. He's not jumping around or anything, but he is awake and just sort of cooking up breakfast, expecting the other three of you to come down.
I think he'd be happy to see that we have the safe and that we're not leaving it in his hotel or in his inn.
I think that's just basic common decency at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose so. Like we were trying to pull a little flamboozle on him, so.
So you guys come down the stairs, and he's got his back turned to you, but upon hearing footsteps, he turns and goes, a low growl in the back of his throat. You guys sleep all right?
Safe and sound.
Right. Well.
Safe.
You got that?
What?
Yeah.
I said safe and sound.
Too late.
Oh my god! Yeah, I did not get that. He just. You got me speechless, man. You got me. Toughest joke I've heard in so fucking long. Oh my god! Right. Well, turn your keys in. I'll get you breakfast. It's part of the deal, So we've got eggs, sausage, and slices of ham.
Awesome. I'll take some of those eggs and ham.
Take them to go then. Excellent. And he puts them in.
He's not even being subtle about this. Okay.
New half work. And he puts your little order into wax paper. Essentially, it's paper that has a paraffin wax seal over it, basically waterproof. And wraps it up, and he sets it on the counter. You points at Oliver.
Yeah, I'll have a bit of all of it, if you don't mind.
Yep, nope, not at all. Shovels it in, wraps it, puts it. And you, my stealthy friend.
Just the meat.
Right.
I saw a little smirk on his face when he said that.
Could hear it. Technically it's all meat, right?
I don't know if I count eggs as meat.
It's like a whole chicken. Anyways. No eggs.
No eggs.
Right. He shoves basically the rest of the meat so it equals the size of the other 2 packs, and he sets it on the counter. Right, well, have a good day.
You as well. It was
Stares at you guys.
It was a pleasure not staying with you.
It was a pleasure not having you.
Thanks again.
Bye.
I'm going to put 1 gold coin on the counter as I leave.
He takes his, slips in his pocket, and watches you guys walk out. You guys did notice throughout the interaction, anytime he wasn't using his hands, 1 was below the counter. You guys turned your keys back in, got breakfast, and now you're standing out. It is early morning. The sun has just sort of started to crest. There's very, very, very few people. You see like 1 person way off to the north, and then a couple of people having a discussion a little just to your left there, probably about 30 feet. And you guys are standing in the middle of the street with a safe.
Is there a body of water and or homeless person nearby?
There is an ocean just to the south of you. About I'm not seeing a body of water. I will regret this, but there is the City of the Dead just to the north of you.
City of the Dead, huh?
Yep.
Listen, why don't you just throw it off the docks, man?
And a big old wall, apparently.
Are we near the docks?
You are not that near the docks. You would have to go through all of the trades ward and all of the dock ward to get to the docks. And it'd probably take you, actually, I can calculate distances using this device.
I mean, is there just like a dumpster out back? I
mean, literally, you could probably just set it on the ground.
I mean, it could, yeah.
It would take you about 20 minutes to get to the docks. But you'd be passing through the trades ward, you'd be passing through the dock ward and the southern ward to get there.
All right, I'm going to... the safe is open, right?
It is open.
We haven't locked it again? All right.
Yeah, as far as I know, you haven't closed it. You haven't mentioned it.
Yeah, no. So I'm going to try to find an alley nearby, right, that I can just sneak into.
There's one right next to you.
Yeah. Then I'm going to walk into the alley a little ways, open up the door to the safe, Gonna stick a scone in there, and then close the safe and just leave it there.
Commissioner, how did you find the dastardly four fiends that did this? Well, we tracked him down from the scones he bought earlier that day, and there they were. No.
I'm trying to leave a trail of literal breadcrumbs.
So the safe is sitting on the ground. You pop back out of the alley. Nobody is the wiser. Nobody saw you.
And by the way, it was, just to be clear, it was one of like the boring plain scones,
the
not one of
the British eat. Yeah, I
Not one of the flavored ones.
Sorry, everybody in the UK.
All right. Well, that's job done. Now,
Yeah, well, that's all.
let's get out of this area.
So you guys headed back to the Adventurers Guild?
I mean, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
When I saw them walk through, I said goodbye to Willis and kind of walked out after them.
Gotcha. And I assumed you had, but it's good to clarify. So if you guys want to head back up to the Adventurers Guild, you can.
Yeah,
Look,
I
guys,
reckon.
if you need to get your stuff, maybe only like one of us should go there. I could turn someone invisible if you want, but well, yeah, that wouldn't work. You'd be carrying around stuff floating. But
Honestly, the only one that needs to worry is Aligrax here.
Yeah.
Well, and I will say, as soon as you pick up something, it turns invisible, if my understanding of the spell is correct.
not that my interpretation was it's invisible when you turn invisible, and then if you drop it, it's not. But if you pick something up again, it's not going to turn invisible.
Yes, anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's person. So I'm going to make a ruling: if you pick something up while you're invisible, that turns invisible.
Okay, I turn invisible and touch the god catcher.
Okay, you're not carrying it. You're just
I can
touching
try.
it. All right. So
I think we can probably find safe haven in the Adventurers Guild. I don't think there's much need for concern.
Well, I'm going to stick next to you just in case I need to turn you invisible again, all right?
Sure thing.
All right, we head to the Adventurers Guild, I guess,
guys
where they would be looking for us.
gather up, and I don't remember. Somebody remind me if you guys mentioned that you were with the Adventurers Guild when you talked to Baron Wellington.
Yep, we did.
Okay.
I think we did, yeah.
The only one that you know that has been pinned is Aligrax at this time. So are you turning Aligrax invisible?
But he also said 3 of his friends, and we were with him, so...
Right.
3 people were with him, so yeah.
If he's invisible and they just see 3 people walking up, they might question you, but...
Yeah, I think when we get close, I'm just going to turn him invisible.
Okay. So go ahead, and he's invisible now. You guys are approaching. Outside of the Adventurers Guild, you do see a couple of guards talking to Pringles, who is basically standing there as if an immovable statue, and these guards are like talking at him, like just you can see it. They're like pointing, and they're getting very frustrated. Do you guys approach during this time?
I'm going to say, hey, Aligrax, I know you're a big dude, but you want to kind of sneak past them and go in there and throw the stuff out of the window? Because they're like right there, man.
You think that's a smart idea?
Well, if you stay pretty far away from them, you probably make it happen. That's up to you. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Last time I tried sneaking up a flight of stairs, it didn't go so well.
Well, I heard you were holding the safe, and that was like an hour, man.
That's true.
Pretty strong, man.
Yeah, I can give it a shot.
Being strong doesn't make you sneaky.
I can give it a shot if we think that's the best course of action.
I mean,
What if we just send one guy up? They're not gonna think anything of one guy, right?
While you guys are talking, you hear raised voices, and one of the guards go, "Fine!" And they turn and walk away. And Pringles is standing there watching them go, hands on his hips like a disappointed mom.
Good a boy. I'm so proud of Pringles right now.
All right, well, let's just do this.
Why don't we just go in? I mean, aren't we supposed to be returning this to the Adventurers Guild? Isn't that our mission as part of the Adventurers Guild?
No, that's true. We're actually doing our job.
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have anything.
Right. Yeah, let's go in. Let's talk
go.
to Pringles.
All right, you guys wait until the guards are a good distance away, and you walk up, and Pringles looks over and says, I was wondering when you gentlemen would show up. You just missed a couple of friends of yours.
Indeed.
Well, I'm a guard and I never met them. They're not my friends.
Friends is a relative term.
That it is. Come on inside, quick now. And he turns and walks inside.
Hey, we follow him in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and inside.
Once you get inside, he gestures to the left to a little sitting area that you guys have passed multiple times. I just never described it because it wasn't important. How it is. And you look over and you see Francois, and he is sitting in a very plushy, comfortable chair, and there are several more around him. And he looks over and he says, "Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Why don't you have a seat, please?"
Hey, Francois.
Hello, Carly. Ren, Aligrax, Oliver.
You sound kind of mad. What's going on?
I'm not mad. This is just a serious situation. Please have a seat.
Yeah, it's pretty damn serious.
Mm-hmm. Let's sit down.
In the Adventurers Guild, we have missions, and we have different ways that we need to accomplish these missions. I'm going to ask you, do you think that was the best way to accomplish the mission? I'm going to tell you, the answer is no. There were probably a few other ways we could have gone about it, but hopefully you got something out of it. Were you able to acquire the item?
We were.
We acquired a item.
Now, I need all of you to be extremely honest with me. Did any of you look at the item?
Yeah, I look. It's evil. I looked at it.
Okay, so you know what it is.
Well, I know it's not good.
Garly, look at me. And he places one hand on either side of your head and brings you in close to him, and he just stares straight at you, deep into your eyes for a good minute.
I'm fidgeting the whole time.
I bet you are, but his grip is almost like steel. It's not hurting you, but it's keeping your head extremely steady.
Should we go upstairs?
And finally, he lets you go and he says, "Did anything happen when you looked at it, Kali?"
Well, things went black for a second, and then I heard some stuff, and then it went away, and I just felt weird for a while after.
Are you okay now?
Oh yeah, I'm great.
Interesting. Well, may I see it? Could you please hand it over?
This is a weird one. I kind of want to be in a safer place because they literally know we're here. The guards were just here.
Yes, and Pringles handled them like he does every single time something like this happens. And he will continue to do so. Right? Pringles looks over and gives him like a mahalo.
This is a team thing. I think we all have to. It's in a safe place. We all have to, be okay with this. What do you think, guys?
Carly, it's our mission. This is what we were doing from the start. Show him the thing.
It's really bad. Okay, what do you other two think?
Well, if it's really bad, don't you want to get rid of it?
I do, but I don't want him to get hurt. But you told me you didn't know what it was, and now you're acting like you know what it is.
Carly, we can trust the Adventurers Guild. This is why we are together right now. This is why we are here in this place right now, is because of the Adventurers Guild. It's okay to trust them.
I wanted to be safe. What? Can you just tell me, how bad is it?
Kali, Rain, Oliver, Aligrax. This is one of the worst things on the surface of this world. This is not something to be trifled with. Now, I need you to hand it over so we can make sure you got the right item and not something that you didn't need to get. If I could please have it, I will check it and I will answer any questions you have.
Question.
After you hand it over.
Fine.
I pull it out of my hair and hand it over. There's a little bit of muffin on it and hay.
He wipes it off.
Gross.
He's like, all right. He pulls out of his satchel that he carries with him a pair of spectacles that are completely black, from what you can tell. And he barely cracks open the bag and then stares at it for maybe about 2 seconds and then closes it back up and he says, "This is exactly what I was afraid of." Carly, when we last talked, you asked if I knew what the item was, yes?
Yeah.
And I told you I did not know, yes?
Yep.
At the time, that was true. However, like you, I'm a very curious lad, and I wanted to know more about what I was sending my boys in to get. I now have a little bit of information. Do you have any question?
What do you know? What is it?
If the information that I have is accurate, is true, it may be a piece of Gargowath. Roll me religion checks, anybody who wants to.
Ooh.
Starting from Rain if you're rolling.
I got a 10.
Okay, Carly?
13.
Okay, Ollie?
17.
You're not in character.
Sorry, 17.
And QB.
That's a natural 20.
All right.
Ooh, attaboy.
Damn.
So, Aligrax, most of you guys got it. Gargowath, I think I might have said it wrong. You know him to be a lawful evil demigod, specifically of betrayal, cruelty, political corruption, and power brokers. He was cast out of hell, not hell, but the negative plane, basically. I can't remember what it's called at this point, sorry.
The 9 hells.
He was exiled from the 9 hells to the material plane a very long time ago. He decided that the material plane would become his realm. And long ago, he was defeated by a group of heroes. And the rumor goes, I'll switch back to Francois. Now, the rumor, after Gargoth was defeated, is that he shed 4 drops of blood, and they landed on the material plane in form of these crystals. Now, you may be wondering why nobody has heard about them or spoken of them since. Well, stories come and go, but this one we've been keeping our eye on, apparently. And you can tell he's a little miffed, like maybe he was not the first one to be invited to the party when he should have been. And so, we really wanted to keep an eye out for them. And this treasure that Baron Willington had when he came back seemed to match the location and the description of one of the crystals. And so, not really knowing if it was one of the crystals, we decided to send in, and I say they decided to send in a newer group to go find out. That way, if they died, it wasn't that big of a loss.
Well, that's pretty messed up. You didn't know about that? Or did you?
Carly, all I knew is that the Adventuring Guild needed an item from Baron Wellington and that he had recently acquired. The rest of this is new knowledge to me. That is why I'm actually here right now, instead of where I was at the AG, waiting on you guys to get back. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Well, we appreciate that.
We're pretty good at what we do. We did some pretty crazy things. I was a guard. I actually escorted them out with Tim. You should meet Tim. He would be awesome. I mean, you'd like him.
Well, maybe in the future, but right now, what I'm worried about is that. And he points outside, and he's basically indicating the situation that's going on, where you guys are essentially looking to get captured or imprisoned for thievery.
So what you're saying is we should probably leave.
Absolutely, as soon as possible.
I think I might know someone who can help with that.
I think I know who you're thinking of.
Is it Tim? It's Tim, isn't it? It's pretty good. I think he could help us.
It's not Tim, but I do have a meeting with a certain ship captain I'm supposed to be getting to. You guys get my drift.
Oh.
For that.
Aligrax, yes. You had a question.
Yeah.
And you're still invisible, by the way.
I will say that once you entered the Adventurers Guild, the magic spell did drop. And that's not something I'm just doing as a DM. There is an anti-magic field to a degree within there.
But it worked earlier when we looked at Pringle's book.
Yes,
So
it did.
Did they just activate it or something?
We did cast that one inside.
Oh, so it's coming in. Okay, got it. But what about going out? Because he left invisible.
Carly, they turn it off for maintenance every other Thursday.
Okay, got it.
There is an anti-magic field there that wasn't a spur of the moment thing. I just forgot it. Wait, when did you go outside when you were invisible?
Went to check out the Baron's place when he had time left.
Okay, well, let's just say that you snuck out a window instead and that didn't have that one on at the time. I forget things too, okay?
Pringles accidentally hit the magic button.
It's a one-way
like 5
thing.
minutes.
Like if you come in with magic, that's how we'll do it. If you come in with magic, it shuts it down. But that way they can fire magic spells out if they need to.
Okay.
Is everybody happy? No plot holes. #, no plot holes.
I'm a sci-fi guy. Don't mess with me, man.
I'm not trying to.
You got it. We're good.
You were the one talking about sphincter spells earlier.
Yeah, I was. You've seen the magicians. You know.
I know. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so Aligrax, you had a question?
I did. So, what in the world does the Adventurers Guild need with the shattered pieces of a demigod?
Well, I know what you might be thinking is that there are some evil intentions within the Adventurers Guild. And I can confidently say, even though they may not have kept me in the loop, that the Adventurers Guild has always been looking out for the best for the world. Nobody's in league with demons over there. Nobody's trying to bring back an evil demilord. The reason is that he cannot be brought back.
If we don't want him to be brought back, it seems like the common train of thought would be to keep the pieces as far away from each other as possible.
Well, you would think, but we would rather know where they are and make sure that they are safe. Now, we're not gathering, as far as I know, we're not going to gather all of them at the Adventurers Guild. We know we're not stupid. We know we're not impervious, but we need to know where they are and be able to keep tabs on them. And so once we gather them, the expectation is that we will find a place all across the world to keep them where they cannot be touched.
Understood. In that case, what role do we play in the rest of this?
Well, what's being said to every adventuring party is to keep your eyes out. If you notice any, evil? I know how to say it, I was just messing around.
We all speak common, man.
That's right. I speak French common, which I gotta apologize to anybody in France who is listening to this, or anybody who speaks French who is listening to this. Is a terrible, very stereotypical accent. I do apologize. It was a poor choice in the beginning, and now I have to stick with it. Anyway.
It's okay, I'm French.
No, you're not. You're Mike. All
I
right,
am.
so we're moving on.
My last name is Dim.
My God. I didn't know that was French. I thought that was Jewish.
What?
Move on.
Anyways, what we're telling the adventuring parties. Well, the high-level ones, and now you, because you happen to actually succeed, keep your eyes out. If you see any... There's evil in the world. There's a balance of good and evil. But if you see any extra evil where there shouldn't be, either let us know, or if you think you can check it out, but be sure to keep us in the loop. Does that make a sense?
It does. You're suddenly Italian.
I know, dude.
Does that make a sense?
Accent is so hard to do. It's tearing up my throat right now. You know what? He's just an undercover British dude. Right. Anyway, what I had to say was right. So,
Where should we go? I know we're gonna leave, but should we go anywhere? Should we meet up? Do we have another mission other than looking for these things if we see them?
Well, I actually have a prearranged meeting with the aforementioned ship captain that brought us here. She found something she wanted to let us know about. I told her I'd meet up with her after we finish this job.
Oh, so we got another
There could
mission.
be another possible lead.
All right.
In that case,
from behind you guys, you hear a voice. Now that sounds like a pretty good idea to me. And you turn around, and there standing before you is Leon.
Oh, man.
Hey, Leon.
I heard what happened. I'm very glad you're okay.
You were pretty messed up, man. Did you like the invisibility? I'm sure you got away.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shock at first, that's for sure. All of a sudden, I can't see my hands, my legs, or my body. I thought I was dead for sure. And then I had the health potion. Kyle, you really saved my life back there, brother.
Well, I didn't know I could do that to two people, but I'm glad you're cool. Well, you're cool, but I'm glad you're okay.
Glad I'm cool, too. Now, you may notice I'm actually under the roof of the Adventurers Guild now. My cover was blown in the Thieves Guild, so I'm going to have to pop off to some other place and make a fuss around that. But it sounds like you guys got yourselves a plan to get out of here all right. Is that true?
Yeah, we probably do.
A plan in progress, anyway.
Excellent. Well, y'all seem like fairly capable young gentlemen, and I wish you the best of luck.
And same to you, Leon.
Excellent.
All right, well, have a good one. Hey, I wanted to know, what do those cards do? I just can't stop looking at them. What do they do, man?
Oh, you mean these? And he reaches, he's got a little card holster on the side of his hip.
Of course he does.
Yes, he does. And he pulls out the deck and he does like the splaying out where his hands go really far apart and they're like shuffling. He's doing that maneuver and he's like flipping them around and stuff. These are just little trick magic cards. They don't do too much. And then he flicks his wrist and almost instantly in the wall, there are 3 cards glowing with arcane energy.
Oh, man, that's pretty sweet.
Not as sweet as this. And he snaps and they're back in his hand.
Oh, that's cool. I can't even say that in character. That's badass.
We didn't get to see those in action, man. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. You might. Well, are y'all headed out right now?
No, I think it's best we don't linger.
Go as quickly as possible.
All right.
Yes, the sooner we duck out, the better.
All right. Well, before y'all leave, Oliver, do you mind if I have a word?
Of course.
Right. It's literally just one word, but he leads you sort of away and he puts, I'll kill the dog. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to do a murder.
I can't hear him.
Okay. Can't hear him. Perfect.
I thought that was Leon, and I was like, that's more than one word.
He has a dog?
I'm going to kill. Oh,
I'm going to kill the dog.
hand on each one of your shoulders and just, he looks at you and goes, serpent. Raises his eyebrows.
My eyes get big. Very, very big. What about him?
He's in town. He's been here for a while. I've been keeping tabs on him, trying to get him into the Adventurers Guild. So far, he's refused, but we'll see. Listen, don't go looking for him.
Why not? I can get him in.
No.
I can get him into the Adventurers Guild.
Listen, Oliver. You... Murder! Murder!
Now I hear him.
Keep this in.
So bad.
Murder.
Listen,
Murder.
Oliver. I can do just as good a job, if not better, than you at getting him out of here. He does not have any friends in this city, except one. Well, 2. I'll get him out, and I'll make sure we get a message to you about how he's doing. Y'all might be able to meet up one day. But for now, you need to get out of town, I need to get out of town, and he needs to get out of town.
Okay.
I'm going to walk up because I was right there.
Who's Serpent?
He took Oliver like away. Were you trying to listen in on the conversation?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Let's see if that works.
Perception check.
It's a 9.
No, he took him across the room and he was speaking in hushed tones. You hear a few things, but you can't really get the gist of what they're saying.
I mean, he probably could have talked to me in Thieves' Cant because it's been established that Carly doesn't know Thieves' Cant.
That's true. But he needed to specifically say the serpent and tell you. Actually, we might backtrack. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just backtrack it. In Thieves' Cant, he said the serpent's here, we're leaving.
Yeah.
So
I think that would make more sense for Oliver too.
Yeah.
Because he would understand that better, like especially if he says it in Thieves' Cant, like it's gonna be his brain's gonna click to like thief mode, like
right, yeah, like okay, self-preservation,
not emotions, like just like okay, this is business, like we got to stick to this. Okay,
yeah,
okay, I like that.
That makes more sense. So yeah, he looks at you, he sees the vision of understanding come over you. Like okay, he's got it. And he pats your shoulder. We'll see you around, Oliver. Keep your head up. Keep your hood up, too.
I will. Thank you, Leon.
And he vanishes out the door. He does wave goodbye to Pringles. And Pringles is like, bruh.
Oh, man, I just saw that whole thing as you were saying it.
Nice. That's my goal. So Leon takes off and vanishes into the early morning bustle outside. Your packs have been brought down by Pringles. So everybody has their gear. And unless you have any more questions for Francois.
Nope. I'm going to talk to Pringles before we leave.
Oh, yes, Carly. How can I help you?
Can you contact a pretty cool guy named Tim and try to recruit him? I think he would be awesome. He helped. I kind of lied to him, but he helped us out a lot. He's part of the Waterdeep Watch, so see if you could do that.
Any last name?
Him from the Waterdeep Watch.
Griffin.
Well, Tim is a fairly common name, Carly, but I will definitely do my best.
He talks a lot and he likes me.
I will send for him. Do you happen to know where he patrols?
He was patrolling the North Ward.
Right. Well, that's not too far from here. I'll send a couple of runners and see if I can't grab him. And we'll do a short interview and see if he's fit for the Adventurers Guild.
I think he would be.
Excellent. Very good, sir.
Couldn't remember Tim Griffin.
Yeah, I totally didn't.
Oh,
it was gone.
Yeah.
It was gone.
I forgot it too.
Did anybody hear
joke.
that? Yeah, I said Peter, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, as I'm walking out, Tim Griffin.
You wouldn't have remembered it. Carly would have, though. Carly would have. Oh, Tim Griffin. Excellent. Well, I'll give him a ring and see what we can do for him, Carly.
Thanks, Pringles. I like you. You're pretty awesome.
Why would you give him a ring? You're not getting married.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll send him a ring. No, literally, a ring is where he rings a bell, a runner comes up, and then the runner takes the bell and then goes and finds Tim and rings it at Tim, and Tim's like, "Oh, is there a message?" And he's like, "Yeah," and then he gives him the message, and then he says, "Okay, well, I'll give this guy a ring," and he says, "Okay, you want me to ring him right now?" And he said, "Yeah, go ahead and ring him right now," and then he'll ring it in front of Tim, and then he'll take the bell back to Pringles, and he'll ring it. Pringles will be like, "Oh, did he get it?" And he's like, "Yeah." Ring the bell. Yeah, okay, cool. I didn't know if I missed the message ring or got the message ring. So
Right.
What did the ring look like? What did it look like? I need to know.
no ring, Carly.
No, I'm looking for a ring. I need to know.
So you guys have all of your stuff. And we're gonna go ahead and head on down
Oh my God.
the
Oh, that broke me.
Breathe.
that was some pretty good shit. Bravo, guys. Bravo. Good work, everybody. Oh God. Okay. I got tears in my eyes. Y'all are killing me. Well, it's just me. I'm the funny one. So, anyways, so you guys are gonna want to head down to the docks. Are we gonna be trying to move stealthily to where people can't see you, or are we trying to move quickly so that even if they do, maybe they can't catch you? How do you guys want to get down there?
Well, Aligrax can just walk down there.
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think anybody
Yeah,
really.
you did.
I'm invisible.
I say we're gonna stick to crowds as much as possible. Just walking with
Yeah.
people like it.
I don't think
normal.
the common folk really know what I look like.
Well, you're
We'll just
invisible
stick to the
still. So.
morning
He's not
hustle and bustle.
Oh yeah, he's not invisible. Never mind.
basically a wall, a barrier of dispel magic upon entrance.
I get it.
Yeah, we can just walk down. I'm sure it won't be a problem.
Before we, as we're taking off, I'm going to stop by whatever amounts to. I'm assuming. Actually, I can just leave this to Avengers Guild. I'm gonna send off a letter.
Okay.
It's basically just a letter home because my character's anti-edge. His family still loves him, unlike the rest of you.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's a joining character or joining thing. All of you guys have some issue with your moms.
I don't like how she seduces everybody she's around, but I love her. She's amazing.
Rain has no issue with his mom.
No, but the thing is you only had your mom, right? And she's very supportive. You butted heads, but she's very. You know what? I don't want to give away too much of your backstory. All I'm saying is y'all all had something with your moms.
Mm-hmm. My mom's still out there. Our relationship's good.
So I hope I don't have to kill all of y'all's moms in front of you.
Good luck with that.
Well, I hope you have to become my mom in a weird way. Role playing.
Andrew?
Damn it. That
Andrew?
doesn't help. It would be a good character.
I know you're the all-powerful god in this universe, but I'd be impressed if you can kill Aligrax's mom twice.
You don't think I can? I'm sorry, Aligrax. Did you just dare me to kill your mother again? Oh, boy,
if you want.
Boy, oh boy.
I do send off the letter, and I do, like, if any of y'all are nearby, you do hear me give him kind of a weird instruction when he delivers the letter. Like, there's a specific spot, you just stick it in an old oak tree. Like, you literally, there's a hole, and you just stick it in the tree, and that's how you deliver it. And I'm like, I tell him where it is, and I'm like, yeah. Like, it's a perfectly normal thing.
That makes sense.
And you know what? Pringles gets it. Like, he's an elf, you're an elf, or half elf, right?
Yeah, I'm half elf.
Yeah, so I mean, he gets it. You come from the woods. That's basically your delivery system.
Wait, what kind of elf is Pringle?
Probably a high elf, I'd reckon.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak like a dark elf, you know?
No, I was thinking he wouldn't recognize. He may or may not recognize my sigil. That's up to the DM. It's a really my clan's really obscure, so only like really old or like scholars or like high royalty would know it.
Yeah.
He's been around a lot, and I have made a roll as to whether or not he's noticed, but you have not ever heard him say anything about it.
And I didn't exactly ask him, so no. Just let it go.
He's of the mind, I won't ask you, you don't ask me, we'll get along just fine. So he takes the letter, very good, sir, and he hands it to a runner, and the runner takes off like a shot. So we'll have you guys move through the city. Is there anything else you guys want to do before we get down to the docks?
Oh, I'm itching to go now.
Okay.
I'm very tempted to find a bag of holding, but I'm going to hold off for now.
I almost want to buy another gallon of whiskey, but...
You have a gallon of whiskey.
I know, but I already used one, and like...
He always has to have a backup gallon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've got a gallon, and I've got the shear, so there's no point in me going back there, but if we get back up to wherever the place was...
Luskin.
I mean, you guys have a lot of gold. The only one who was really spotted was Aligrax. So if you guys want to do some shopping, this is the DM telling you do some shopping.
Well, narratively, we would want to just go.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next town, maybe.
Okay. Do you think you're going to another town?
All I know is we may not want to stay in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
We're going to just go.
Okay. All right. So you guys make your way through the city, and I'm going to do a fun little roll here. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I'm terrified of fun little rolls in Waterdeep. Why are you being so quiet?
I'm thinking. So you guys are walking through the market, and you guys sort of move quickly, sort of using the crowd as cover. You pass through there onto Bazaar Street. You take a right. You start heading down south onto the street of Silva. You're passing guards, and most of them aren't really paying a lot of attention to you, but they are keeping an eye on the crowds that are going through. Can everybody make me stealth checks?
Ugh.
Oh, all right.
Aligrax's disadvantage.
I know.
Okay.
I got a 12.
12,
I got an 8.
8,
16.
16, 12, 8, 16,
Damn.
And a
You are a
5.
better rogue than me.
5.
I got metal armor on, and I'm just. Dude. Seriously, it's WD-40. It's amazing.
That's insane. I'm going to tell you guys something later. You guys are walking down, and you make it down to Waterdeep Way, and you head over toward the Trades Warden, just sort of following the road when you hear, "Hey, excuse me. You look back, and there are a couple of guards looking at you guys, just like dead stare. "Excuse me, could you stop right there, please?" And they start heading in your direction.
I guess we stop.
Do you? You gotta ask the rest of the group. Figure it out.
Are we near a crowd?
I'm gonna stop, look around, and go, "Oh, hey, how's it going, guys?"
And let the other guys keep going, if they do.
Nah, I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Are you though?
Yeah.
Are you 9 Molotov having motherfucker? Are you a law-abiding citizen?
I'm giving you an out, man. I was a guard for a night.
I mean, he's probably they're not gonna just let the rest of us walk off.
Yeah. I am
running.
also a law-abiding citizen.
Oliver takes off.
Shit.
Hey, we said wait. And they start moving, and they get up to, they look over in the direction Oliver ran, which I'm assuming is just sort of into a side street. And they stop, and they look you three over, and they stare at Aligrax, and they say, "What's your name?"
My name, Galthabrax.
Roll a deception.
That was a perfect chance for you to say Carly.
Oh, missed it.
Deception is going to be 22.
22.
Oh, yes.
Jesus.
All right. There's only one roll. There's only one number that they can get. And they did not get it. They got a 2. Golf. What'd you say?
Galthabrax. What's the problem here?
Galfabrax. What's that sigil on your plate there, sir?
Sigil on my plate.
Yeah, don't you have a family armor sigil on the front of your plate? Man.
I mean, I have a sigil, but it's like tucked away in my shirt.
Oh, okay. I thought you had it on your breastplate. That's how Baron Willington recognized. Yeah, that's okay. Where you three gentlemen headed? Galfabrax.
Headed to the docks.
Excellent. All right. Well, you wouldn't have happened to be up in the North Ward, would you, last night, sir?
Oh, I see what this is. So, you see a dragonborn, and all of a sudden you hear one of them does something bad, and now you see all of us are bad guys, huh?
Hey, guys.
Is this what that's
he's
turned
pretty
into?
sensitive. He's pretty sensitive.
Sir, we see a dragonborn with a genasi, a halfling, and a half
What's that supposed to mean? Of course I'm a genasi.
That match description, sir.
Oh, sure. Match a description.
I ignore the half-elf, and I take super offense at the halfling. I get all offended. I'm like, how dare you call me a half? Wow, I can't even believe this. I want to see your captain.
This is the kind of racial profiling that has made Waterdeep into the shithole that it is today. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, your captain. We're gonna sort this out right now.
Make a intimidation check. I'll have Aligrax roll it with advantage because Rain is going all Karen on it.
Piece of cake. That's a 19 plus 6. It's
Okay.
25.
Ooh.
Let's see if they can resist. Nope. Okay. Sir, I'm sorry. We're just doing our job, and we didn't mean like a description like matching that description. So we're just, dragonborn with a half elf and a genasi, and genasi are kind of rare here. And your halfling friend did run off, so we were just terribly, terribly sorry, sir. No need to call the captain. And see, Clive, I told you.
Yeah, he ran off because guards thought he was, suspicious. And you know what? The guy that actually helped me out was a guy named Tim. He was a pretty good guard, and I think he should be a captain. Maybe you should tell that to your captain.
Roll a deception check.
I almost feel bad for these guards.
14?
Yeah.
Oh, nat 20. We do apologize about the way we thought.
You know what? There's no hard feelings, gentlemen. Just make sure it doesn't happen again.
Absolutely, sir. Terribly sorry. You all have a very good day, and we'll and then they leave.
They just nope out. They're just like,
and they take off running almost, tails tucked tightly between their legs. Oliver, how far did you run?
I mean, I probably just tucked off into an alley and then kept an eye on, just watched them.
Okay, so you see the guards leave after getting like triple Karen'd. Oh my god.
Oh, that was great.
Okay, so yeah, you have successfully scared off these guards. You do not have any problems making your way all the way down to the dock ward, and you guys get down there, and you are searching around, and finally see the familiar sails and body of the Oriole. And out front, you can see Lady Bianca, Watermelon Head, instructing what looked to be members of a new crew, and a couple of the other guys that you had also talked to.
Clyde and Theo,
yeah.
All right.
Does Watermelon Head see me?
As of right now, they're very distracted with what they're doing, and they're not really looking around or anything like that.
I want to try to sneak up on him.
All right, roll stealth.
Ooh. 19 plus 7, 26.
That'll be perception. You have successfully snuck up on him. What would you like to do once?
Stab him in the kidneys.
Well, no.
Don't do that to a Goliath, please. I'll have to have him kill him.
Can I jump up on his shoulders and then just grab his head and just be like, got ya?
Sure, Philomena. So yeah,
I'm gonna pull a Philomena on him. Exactly.
You
I got ya.
And he reaches up to grab you. A 8 probably won't do it, will it? So he's like reaching out. Ollie. And he gently picks you up and sets you on the ground. Hi.
How are you, old friend?
Good.
I'm glad to see you.
And Lady Bianca looks over and she's like, "Oh, Oliver, hey, what are you doing here?
You need security?
Oh, hey, Rain, Carly, Allie, how y'all doing?"
Oh, we're good. You would happen to be setting sail anytime soon?
Probably in the next couple of hours. What? You jumping ship again onto a ship? That's what I did.
Yeah. We can
Okay.
definitely use passage to wherever it is you're going.
Okay, well, you know what? It's kind of boring. We're just making another run up to Luskin.
Well, maybe that's for the best.
Okay, well,
As long as it is not here.
Spot of bother. A little bit of trouble.
Don't ask. I'm sure you don't care, but we just need to go.
Right, well, just give us a couple hours to get everything, stowed away. I think I saw Clyde and Theo down in the hold down there. Do you guys mind pulling security for us again then? That way I don't have to charge you.
You got it.
No, we'd be happy to.
Perfect. All right. Well, yeah, jump on up. Grab a crate on the way up if you don't mind.
Sure thing.
Of course.
All right, so you guys grab a couple of crates. Yep, you guys grab a couple of crates and walk up onto the ship. And they're bustling about a little bit, but after a few hours, everything sort of gets battened in, and the ship turns out of the harbor and is now in the ocean, headed north to Luskin.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me.
Okay. You guys have sailed for the day. Not really rushing too fast. You're kind of going in a lazy S, just per the guidance of Lady Bianca. You know, the sun slowly begins to set on the horizon, beams of light cascading across the ocean, reflecting off the caps of the sea. The very, very sweet smell of the ocean rolling over you, and most everybody else is either, you know, visiting with Philomena, Rain, or fighting Watermelon Head, Oliver, or talking with Lady Bianca, Aligrax, and just sort of milling about on their own duties, and one by one they slowly go below deck as the sun also sinks down. At this point, the stars cascade across the sky and spread over as a diamond blanket set against a black backdrop. And the only thing brighter than the stars is the full moon that gives you plenty of light and reflects almost as brightly as the sun on the ocean waves. A warm, turning to cool breeze flaps one of the sails above your head, and you are alone on the bow of the ship. Scene set, motherfucker, let's go!
That was incredible.
I look up in the sky, look directly at the moon, and I just start talking, and I try to just let all my emotions go, everything that comes out. It's going to start with a little bit of fear about what happened and what's to come, and about the crystal.
Hey, Saloon, I was wondering if you knew who I was. I talked to you a bunch, but, you know, I haven't heard back, and I think I could really use your help. I know magic and all, and I don't really just want your magic, but I just want to, know if you're real.
I'm just looking up, and starts to go from fear to a little bit of anger about everything that just happened, and I start to flame up a bit.
Yeah, I'm just pretty angry about everything all the time, and I just don't know what to do. And my mom told me to just, fake it.
I think of my mom, and I'm happy. I'm not flaming up anymore.
Yeah,
I just stare at the moon.
As you go through this sort of veritable roller coaster of emotions, sort of hitting the hills and valleys of your own internal turmoil, looking up at the moon, your eyes sort of go a little bit blurry as maybe tears are sort of welling up between frustration and anger and sadness and happiness at everything that's gone on. You're looking directly into the moon when this figure of a lady, a very beautiful, stern-faced woman, appears in the moon. She has long, flowing silver hair, and she is wielding a mace, a morning star, actually. She has brilliant silver scale mail that sort of cascades across her body and almost morphs into cloth down as it gets from her waist down. And she very, very stoic as she's looking down at you, and you don't hear anything, but you can see a smile creep across her face, and you see her mouth the words, "Carly, you are on your path." As slowly as she appeared, she vanishes.
I think I just fall to my knees, keep staring at the moon, don't say a word.
For the remainder of your time on the bow, the air is sweeter. You can taste it a little bit better, and the smells coming off of the ocean are not more pungent, but more fragrant. And you just feel this sense of relief come over you as if a heavy weight wrapped in a ball of rope and twine has sort of been maybe not untied, but definitely loosened for the moment. And indescribable peace comes over you as the muscles in your body slowly start to relax and your vision fades and goes to black.
That's the end.
And that's it.
That was pretty crazy, right? We learned that the crystals are a piece of an evil god. We also almost got caught, and Carly had one heck of a night. If you like the show and would like to support us, you can check out our social media on Instagram at Last Nerds on Earth and on Twitter and Facebook at Last Nerds Earth. Say hi, ask us a question, tell us a joke, whatever you want to do. We would love to hear from you. You can also check out our Patreon, where we have some cool benefits for monthly members, including creating an NPC and even playing a one-shot with us. How cool is that? Patreon.com/LastNerdsOnEarth. Even a review on iTunes helps us out more than you can even know. Thanks again for listening and hanging out with us. See you next week.
No, you're fine. I was just doing stuff in the background.
Ew.
Shut up. Anyways,
Were you channeling divinity through your phallus?
it was night and now it's day. You all awaken in your separate rooms, and there are evil demons that steal your souls. But you're not dead. You're just souls for forever.
Do we still work for the Adventurers Guild?
As long as they didn't steal my holy phallus.
Wow.
All right, that is where we're going to end the session for the evening. Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
You brought this on yourself.
I'm glad I'm not in the room with his holy phallus.
Oh,
It glows.